Hi everyone, welcome to my first YouTube video, and today we are going to be doing a how do they feel about me pick a card reading. So as the thumbnail, you should be able to get a clear picture of the crystals so that you can choose your pile. We're going to be pulling the cards as we go. So I don't know what is in any of the piles yet. We have citrine for option or pile number 1. We have amethyst for option or pile number 2. And rose quartz for option or pile number 3. So what I'm hoping to do is maybe put a picture of it somewhere in the video if I can figure it out. I'm not sure if I'm that good yet at trying to edit videos, but I'm hoping to get a clear picture perhaps right after I make this speech so that you can pick the pile that you would like to pick. So first up, we are going to be getting into the citrine pile, and let's see what comes through. So basically, we are trying to find out what your person is feeling about you, what they're feeling about the connection, what their intentions are, all that good stuff. Let's just see what's on their mind. Thoughts, feelings, intentions for pile 1, my citrine pile. Those little guys want to come out already. Okay, so pile 1, how is your person feeling about you and this connection? What are their intentions? Okay, so the first thing that I'm getting from this, and it might be something that's currently going on, is your person right now, perhaps the two of you have a casual relationship or a casual connection. This might be something that started off as friends with benefits. This might be even just in particular dating. Like you might be dating several people, or they might be dating several people, or you're talking to a couple of different people, because we start out with the Hierophant in reverse. So when I see the Hierophant in reverse, this is a card that can indicate that somebody's somewhat non-committal to this connection. They view it as casual for now. However, I do feel like your person is somewhat weighing their options, and that's not particularly a bad thing. They're just at this point within the connection where they're trying to figure out if they want to take this further. And the reason why I say that is because the Two of Cups jumps out next. And the Two of Cups is generally a good sign that this person has romantic feelings for you. Another thing that it's a good sign of is that this person does want some type of commitment with you. So that's why normally when I see the Hierophant in reverse, it would just be an instant, this person is here for a good time, not a long time type of message. But to see it being followed up with the Two of Cups, it does indicate that this person is starting to have romantic feelings for you, or does have very strong romantic feelings for you, and they are trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out what it is that they want. And that is also because the Page of Swords jumps out next. To me, the Page of Swords is indicative of, within this connection, you're a person trying to figure out what they want, and therefore delays are ensuing. Okay, you guys are perhaps still in this casual phase. Perhaps you are still in this dating stage. Perhaps your person is struggling with or has struggled with commitment issues, so they're not quite sure of if they want to settle down at this point in time. I would say also, when it comes to your person's thoughts or feelings, they are very up in the air. They seem a little bit flighty or a little bit flaky, at least at this point. However, we then end with the Emperor. The Emperor is yet again indicative that this person is going to or wants to have some type of stability and commitment with you. So my prognosis overall would be that at this point your person is really, in a sense, debating with themselves on whether or not they want to move this commitment forward, whether or not they want to continue casually with you, or whether or not they want to commit to you. And I don't feel like there's anything negative coming through about this person. I don't feel like they have bad intentions with you. It just seems to me very indicative of a normal, let's say, relationship, or the way that most normal relationships start, where you're kind of dating this person, you're not quite sure if this is the person that you're going to end up with, but you are starting to have stronger feelings for this person. And I feel like in this case, with this connection, it's almost as though the more time that you spend with or around this person, if they are giving you time, effort, and energy, because you very well could be not impressed with them, but if they're giving you equal time, effort, and energy, and if you too are developing romantic feelings with them, then I would say that this person who you are perhaps at this point either casually dating or regularly dating is somebody that you could have a stable, long-term, and loving commitment with. But it does seem to me with this Page of Swords and the Hierophant in reverse that there's going to be a significant period of time between the two of you just casually dating one another and the two of you ending up in a committed relationship. So to me, if you're looking for a committed relationship right off the jump, if you are looking for somebody that doesn't like somebody that's in it for a long-term relationship and not quite just casual dating to start with, then this very well might not be the type of person that you'd want to get involved with, because for lack of a better word, and I haven't cussed once this entire recording, you might start to feel like your person is dicking you around. That you might start to feel like your person here is, not that they're never going to commit, but that might actually be, I just heard that, so that might actually be a thought that crosses your mind, where you're just like, what the hell is this? Okay, so I'm pulling cards to clarify, and the first cards to jump out, one of them is unique to this deck. We have the Artist in reverse, then we have the Hanged Man in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then the Star. So to me, I almost feel like this is more so your energy, where at one point maybe you did have very idealistic expectations of this connection. You're at the point where you're kind of like, F this, I'm out. You're not giving me the time, effort, and energy. This is just taking too long. And at this point, I feel like you might have grown a little bit colder toward your person because you feel like they're just a fuckboy. But we end with this Star card, which then to me brings up this, but there's still hope for this connection. So I find that to be very interesting, because I started to say it a little bit when we were still doing the initial cards. And then it really came out here that your energy toward this connection at this point is perhaps, going back to my friend, the Artist in reverse, and then ending with the Star. It's almost as though you are done with this person's bullshit. Perhaps they're not giving you the time, effort, and energy that you would expect, but they've also hinted at wanting a commitment. They've also hinted at how much they like or love you. And at this point, you're just kind of like, well, fuck you, I'm going to move on. However, there's still this energy, let's say, that binds the two of you. So you still, even at the end of the day, even though a lot of you, or a large part of your mind, body, and soul is like, get this person away from me, I think I'm done having this person in my life, there's still that little gleaming sliver of hope that this person is going to act right. And I do feel like at the end of the day, this person does want to be able to offer you something. It just seems like they're not in the energy to do so right now. And the Page of Swords to me always indicates some type of delay taking place. And you might not be willing to be patient enough to wait for them. And as I always say, if you've gotten a personal reading from me, I never tell anybody to wait around for somebody else, because that time that we spend waiting around for somebody else, we are missing out on other meaningful connections within our love lives. So Don't wait around for this fool if he is not going to give you exactly what it is that you want, need, deserve, and desire. Okay. I just had the Five of Swords just kind of jump out onto my lap as I shuffle into my lap. So the Five of Swords to me can indicate self-sabotage. Perhaps this is a little bit of both of your energies, but I do feel like it's more of your person. I do feel like it's more of your person, because perhaps there was a point in time where you would have been willing to open up your heart to this person. And as I said, at this point, you're just kind of done with the bullshit. You're not really about the bullshit anymore when it comes to this person. The High Priestess, the Page of Swords again, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So, this reading has kind of come full circle when it comes to, and it just keeps getting not weirder, I'd say. So we start out with the Five of Swords. I'm trying to pull cards right now. I should have said this beforehand, but I'm trying to pull cards for some type of outcome or some type of resolution that's going to come to this connection. So Five of Swords, as I said, indicates to me that there is some kind of sabotage or self-sabotage taking place here. I do feel like that's on the part of your person. Perhaps they have commitment issues of some sort. Perhaps even with this person or in past relationships, you have had trust issues. Maybe this person is just not ready to settle down, but you don't trust that they're not, let's say dating or seeing other people. So you're not open to what they're willing to give you at this point in time. And that's perfectly okay, because you're entitled to want whatever it is that you want within a relationship. You really need to go based off what it is that you want, need, deserve, and desire. We have the High Priestess jumping out next. To me, this brings forth two different messages. The first one, yet again, being that this might have been a relationship that started off very sexually or physically charged. So could have been a casual relationship or a FWB type of situation going on. Could have even been somebody that you were dating, casually dating, and did not realize that the two of you were not in a exclusive relationship until it was too late. And maybe that's why you're so done with this person's bullshit. I also feel like the High Priestess is coming through with this message of you really using your intuition to guide you throughout this connection. Either you already are, or that you need to use your intuition more to guide yourself through this connection. Because it does get to this point, we have Page of Swords again, where are you going to allow yourself to get stuck within this waiting energy of waiting around for this person to give you what it is that they said they were going to give you, or to give you what it is that you want, need, deserve, and desire within a relationship? How long is it that you can wait around for this person to do the right thing by you? And I feel like that's absolutely the point that you're at, where this person's perfectly okay with being in this non-committal casual relationship for a significant length of time, even though they have strong feelings for you and want that stable, secure relationship. So there is going to be significant delays, there's going to be patience, and there's going to be a waiting period if you decide to stick it out with this person in mind. And I personally feel, again, we shouldn't be waiting around for anybody. We should be living our own lives, making other meaningful connections in our lives, especially if there's somebody that is not capable or not willing to give us what we want, need, deserve, and desire when we want, need, deserve, and desire it. So there's going to be a significant period of time, and perhaps there's already been a significant period of time that you've kind of been waiting for this person to get off their ass and do something about this connection. That is why we end with the Eight of Swords and the Lovers. The Eight of Swords is in reverse. To me, that would be highly indicative of you being urged to release this person. And in releasing this person, choose yourself. Choose yourself. Choose focusing on yourself. Choose getting yourself out of this waiting energy. Choose self-love and self-care. And even at the end of the day, choose love. Okay? So that might resonate with people in different ways. Perhaps love for you is waiting around for this person. However, I do feel like that would be a disservice to yourself. To me, you choosing love would be you focusing on your own healing while you release this person. It would be getting your heart chakra balanced, and it would be opening yourself up to love of a higher vibration, not love of a somewhat lower vibration that's taking place here, where you're clearly not getting what it is that you want, need, deserve, and desire, and this person gets to have their cake and eat it too. So choose yourself, choose love, choose to open yourself up to love, choose to focus on self-love versus waiting around for this person to get their shit together. Okay, so I hope that that made sense, because we are pretty much at the end of our citrine pile. So might not have been the most positive or lovey-dovey of messages to come through here, but I hope that it resonated with you in some way, and I thank you so very much if you've made it with me to the end of your pile. So thank you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, option 1. Now we are going to be moving on to option 2 with the amethyst, and for this reading, we are seeing how your person feels about you, what are their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions for pile number 2 or option number 2. Just really trying to see how they're feeling about you, how they're feeling about the connection. If it's moving forward, if it's moving backwards, if it's staying stagnant. So let's see what's going on with your person and their feelings toward you. Okay, we are going to pull from this deck first, and then I have another deck to clarify and maybe pick up on some of your energy about the connection at this point in time. But for now, we started off with the Lovers. So your person is obviously feeling very strongly about you. A couple too many cards. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so your person is definitely feeling a very beautiful way about you. My goodness, cards are shooting out. Okay, so another thing too that I want to say, because I love looking at this type of thing, and I just realized the Lovers is also a 6. So there are 3 6s that jumped out in this little spread of 5 cards that we did. I look at 6s in tarot as growth and advancement, which would indicate to me that your person is very obviously and very clearly thinking of or planning on moving this connection forward with you. So if the two of you are just friends, they've obviously got a little crush going on that they want to advance into dating. If the two of you are dating, then exclusivity. If the two of you are exclusive, then the next logical step along the line for you. Okay, whether that's engagement, whether that's moving in with one another, and so on and so forth. Your person feels extremely positively about you. We start off with the Lovers card, so to me this is highly indicative to start off with this card, that the two of you are very clearly feeling some type of way about one another. Okay, there's a lot of love. To see the Justice card jump out next, to me the Justice card can be about fairness and about balance. So to me, this would indicate, and especially to see the Six of Cups following it up, there's a fair level of support, reciprocity, positivity, and balance to this connection. That to me could indicate that the two of you balance one another out. Perhaps what you lack they have, and what they lack you have. So there's a lot of support and uplifting. There's a lot of growth toward this connection as well. So even going off of that initial thing where I noticed we had 3 6s here, to me that can also just indicate that this connection is one that can learn from and grow with one another throughout time, which is exactly what we like to see here. So to me, this is another thing. Justice is a card too that brings up karma, and having a karmic connection to someone. And then to see the Lovers and the Six of Cups, that would then indicate a soulmate level connection for some of you, perhaps not all of you, or this person does feel and think that you are perhaps their soulmate. Aside from that, they do look at you as a life partner or somebody that, they can spend the rest of their lives with right now. They really feel supported, they feel cared for, they feel that this connection is, there's a lot of reciprocation within this connection. There's equal time, effort, and energy given. There's a lot of support and love and care for one another. You've brought stability and security to their life and to their love life. So they have very, very strong romantic feelings for you. We finish up with the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles can indicate to me that your person is perhaps guarded with their feelings. They might not be the most open or expressive all of the time. They perhaps do not wear their heart on their sleeve, but I feel like in terms of what they do for you, that's almost how they give their love. So their love language, let's say, might be acts of service or gift giving. I think they're two separate love languages, but I could be wrong. But it would be something like acts of service or gift giving, that they show you. They're not so much of a talker, let's say. They won't get into how deeply in love with you they are. They perhaps especially won't share how cared for and loved they feel within this connection. But what they will do is continuously show you how they are feeling via their actions. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, because this is seeming to be a very beautiful connection. There seems to be a lot of love here for one another. And your person is especially, oh, sorry, I just hit my doggy. He's sitting under my feet. Oh no. I'm sorry, Paco. So anyway, your person seems to be feeling very strongly about you. There's a lot of love within this connection, and there's also a lot of, it's weird to say, but there's a lot of opportunities for advancement. There's a lot of growth within this connection in a very beautiful, loving way. And to me, that's always something that's important for me to look, or that I find important to look for, especially when I do readings, is if there is that level of if there's that level of reciprocation within a connection. Time, effort, and energy is, of course, extremely important for building and growing a connection, but that there's also the opportunity to learn from and grow with one another, because I feel like that's a marker of not only a strong, happy, healthy, and fulfilling relationship, but it's also a marker of a spiritual connection, like a soulmate connection. Okay, so now we are going to pull some cards to clarify this reading, as well as perhaps picking up, hopefully, on some of your energy. That's at least how it worked out in the first one, but not sure if it'll work out in this one. Just to see how you are feeling. And I also want to say, too, I feel like if... there's, of course, everybody has their own preferences, everybody has their own, wants and needs within a relationship, but I just heard, too, that something that you might want to be patient with your person is, if you want somebody that's more emotionally expressive, perhaps, than your person is, I do feel like it might be important for you to perhaps be like more so compassionate or understanding toward how they operate as a person. So you might be very forthcoming with your feelings, and at times your person might drive you a little bit batty because they're not as open as you are. However, I do feel that they are more likely to give or to do for you. They're more likely to do, like, let's say, perform some type of action for you versus wear their heart on their sleeve. So with you, that might be something that you perhaps need to be a little bit more patient about when it comes to this person, just because you're willing to say it, but they're willing to act it. if that makes sense. Okay, or at least I hope that that makes sense. But that was something that I just heard. So, like, you might need to be a little bit, and even in that regard, the both of you might have to be patient with one another. You know, the both of you might have to. We got the Knight of Cups. We have Six of Swords in reverse, Devil in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. So, whew, the Devil is flying away. So, picking up on your energy, I feel like within this connection, right now, perhaps you're, ooh, okay, nice. So, so we have Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit as to start off your energy with, okay? I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit, there is this very strong message of you perhaps, you're wondering if this is your person. You know, you're wondering if this is the person that you can spend the rest of your life with. It's almost as though before, with Knight of Cups, it's almost as though before you put more of your time into this connection, you are also taking time to basically check in with yourself. You know, perhaps you're meditating upon this connection. Perhaps you are, you know, just deep in thought. Perhaps you're being very introspective about this connection. I just heard pros and cons. Perhaps you've made a pros and cons list about this connection. And I don't feel like it's because you necessarily feel negatively about your partner. I feel like it's more of a you just having to check in with yourself to make sure if you want to continue moving forward with this person. You know, almost not for a lack of love, but more so just to make sure that you yourself, it's kind of an interesting message, I feel. It's just you checking in with yourself to make sure that this is what you truly want before you continue to move forward. So you are feeling, I feel like very, very strongly about your person. And I also feel like what's going on here, or what I just got, was it's basically this message of you almost thinking at times that this is too good to be true. And it feels like to me when you start to feel like this is too good to be true, you do tend to pull back from your person. You know, you do tend to get more introspective or meditative about this connection because there's a part of you that, and to me that's an indication of a lack mindset at times where we think that because at the end of the day, that this is too good to be true is actually an I'm unworthy of having a connection of this caliber. I'm unworthy with the Knight of Cups to have this person in my life. And I feel like that especially makes sense moving forward because we have Six of Swords in reverse, we have the Devil in reverse, and we have the Five of Cups in reverse as well. So what these cards are bringing through to me is that there's a reason why you might pull away and get introspective or meditative about this connection at times. There's a reason why at times you feel like it's too good to be true. This would be past relationship trauma. This would be, you know, betrayal, getting cheated on, getting dicked around, you know, or led on, let's say. I was good. I almost did not cuss during this, I think at least. But, you know, there's this me getting led on, getting mixed signals, having trust issues from previous partners, perhaps having to deal with an abusive partner or somebody that was very codependent or somebody that had an addictive personality. So there's a lot that you need to release. There's been a lot of instability within your love life from previous relationships. And now that you have this stable, steady, secure partner, because even going all the way back to the Four of Pentacles can also be indicative of the two of you being very stable and secure with one another. Perhaps this is the most, and I know it might sound weird, but it makes sense in my brain at least, but when you do have something stable and secure, after you've been dealing with toxicity or abuse, it doesn't feel right or it doesn't feel normal. Even though it is normal and it is right, you're so used to dealing with the let's say, ups and downs of an abusive or a tumultuous relationship, that you're not quite sure of how to handle a relationship that is healthy and happy. Okay, and I do feel like you've put in a lot of work. I do feel like you've put in a lot of work in releasing this, but there's times where it still props up. There's times where you're still pulling away to check in with yourself. There's times where you're still feeling like this is too good to be true, which is really just an indication of feeling unworthy of this type of love. And we see this especially as the Knight of Cups begins to, or we started with the Knight of Cups before we got to that message, and we ended with the King of Cups. Yet again, indicating that this person is someone who truly loves you. Okay, truly loves you. And if love's too strong of a word because this connection is new, this person truly likes you. This person wants this connection to go further. This person wants to be with you. This person wants to start a life with you. They look at you as marriage material, long-term potential. They feel very emotionally bonded to you already. So to me, that emotional bond, not just indicative of emotional intimacy and physical intimacy being very amazing between you both, but it's also just this indication of this person really feeling connected to you. There's a deep level of emotional connection that has been growing and taking place here. Okay, this person has very strong feelings for you. This person wants nothing but the best for you and for this connection. This person wants to really be with you at this point. And at this point in time, this person wants to be with you for the rest of their lives. And this person also, in that regard, has never felt more supported or comfortable or secure and safe even. And I feel like that's something perhaps for you to meditate on. And even though at times it might cause this uncomfortability for you, just to meditate on or to introspect on how safe this person makes you feel. Okay, that might be something that's important for you, especially if you have gone through or been in rather tumultuous or volatile relationships. Because there's a lot of safety within this connection. There's a lot of comfort within this connection, and not in the sense of it being a comfort zone or you two being codependent on one another, but in a safe, supported, uplifted, loved type of way. There's a lot of love within this connection already, or a lot of like within this connection already, and I truly only see it growing and expanding from here on out. So I think we can end this reading here. There's a lot of love between you and your person. And I also feel like it's important to say, or I just heard it almost as if to say this for someone. So perhaps somebody who's going to be watching this will need to hear this, but you can stop doubting this person now. You can stop doubting this person now. You can stop doubting them today as we speak. This person is very genuine. This person, feels safe with you, and you feel very safe with them. And there are so many different ways for this connection to love and learn and grow throughout time with one another. So truly a beautiful connection, and I am honored to be able to do such a beautiful love reading. So thank you so much, pile 2, option 2, my amethyst people. Thank you if you have made it all the way here to the end with me. Thank you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you so much. Hello, pile 3, my rose quartz friends. So now we are going to be moving on to pile 3, or option 3 with the rose quartz. We are looking into how your person of interest is currently feeling about you. What are their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions about you, and about the connection. So we are going to pull some cards from this deck first. Then I have another deck to clarify, to see what your energy is regarding the connection at this current point in time. And then hopefully a little bit of what's to come for this connection. So right now we are focusing in on pile three's person and what their current feelings, thoughts, and intentions are. Okay, so the first card to jump out was the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So to me, that just immediately indicates to me that your person's kind of all over the place. Things might seem very up in the air right now. Then I got the Three of Cups. So I'm not getting the best of vibes when it comes to your person. It does seem like your person's mind is elsewhere for the time being. Okay, so to me, let's try to get one more card. Okay. And then we end with the Lovers in reverse. So I would say that if this is somebody that you are currently seeing, very good time, not long time vibes when it comes to this person. It does seem, like I said, their mind is elsewhere. With that Two of Pentacles in reverse, it just, to me, indicates somebody who, first of all, has a lot of difficulty balancing everything in their lives. And secondly, is someone who is very all over the place with their feelings. So they, to me, could be sending you mixed signals. And as I said, their mind is all over the place. We have Three of Cups, which indicates to me that they really enjoy their singlehood. So immediately to me, this doesn't seem like this is somebody that you're in a relationship with or have had a relationship with, perhaps a casual type of relationship, perhaps relations, but not something solid or concrete. They seem to be focused on their singlehood, focused on having fun, enjoying time with their friends. Two of Pentacles in reverse and Three of Cups also, both of these cards bring forth this third party energy. So to me here, this would more so be indicating not like there's somebody, sabotaging your connection with them. It's more so the fact that they're a bit of a fuckboy. They are perhaps talking to multiple people. And just generally their energy is very scattered. Very much so focused on their career with the King of Pentacles. So, as I said, their brain's scattered, their mind scattered. They're focusing on attaining stability and security for themselves right now. They're very much so focused on their career. I just want to try to see if there's any types of feelings toward you, because to me it just kind of gave this general energy of this person. Now in that regard, or what has come out already, I would say that their feelings for you are not really present. They are caring much more about themselves, much more about their own feelings. So if this is somebody where you're questioning their intentions or you're questioning their feelings, that makes a lot of sense to me, because this person is probably being very confusing toward you. Okay, this person is probably making it seem like things are more than they actually are. This to me can indicate mixed signals. This can indicate getting led on by someone. Even with that Six of Swords, kind of, somebody leading you on. They're not ready for a relationship right now. So if this person is promising you anything, I would not bet on it, because they seem to be all about themselves, which I know might be difficult to hear, but I'd rather be as honest as I possibly can with what I am picking up on, versus lying to you and saying that this is going to be a beautiful connection. To me, it seems like you'd be second best to whatever else they've got going on in their life. Like if this was somebody that you are trying to get in a relationship with, to me, this feels more like somebody that you might have a a crush on, or had like a fleeting casual type of relationship with. And that's what they look at. I wouldn't even say that's what they look at it as, because to them it's like, I just heard roster, which, you don't want to be on this dickhead's roster. Okay, I don't know if I showed the cards, but Two of Pentacles, Three of Cups, that was when I originally was like, I'm not getting good vibes from your person that you have on your mind, that you're thinking about. Very much so focused on their career and attaining and sustaining stability and security and prosperity and wealth for themselves. And then the two cards that came out were Five of Swords and King of Swords. Again, somebody that's very focused on themselves and on their own lives, so very selfish type of energy. Also, with that Five of Swords, that's a card to me of self-sabotage and sabotage. That's another thing that bothers me, though, because it does seem like this person gives a little and then they get very reserved. So very mixed signally, very mixed signals, just scum lord energy coming through from your person, pile 3, unfortunately. That Five of Swords to me is really, even just in regard to this connection, it's almost like to me it just brings off this vibe of them messing with you in some way, of them messing with you. 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So to me, that it's really like they've set themselves up in a position with you where, perhaps if they called you tonight or Friday night, or sent you that you up text, because I'm pretty sure is today the day? Is today? Yes, today's the day. We are now, Mercury currently retrograde. So, Mercury is now retrograde. So, due to that, if this person comes back into your life, over the course of like the next month or two with that you up text, you'd be better off blocking their number if it isn't already blocked. Just because this person is not good for you. As I said, this person, what I started to say, and I realized it's Mercury retrograde season, is that this person has perhaps put themselves in this position with you where they are capable of sending you that you up text or that, hey, what's going on text, and you will answer them. And you'll answer them because of the little dribs and drabs that they have given you throughout time. Okay, and those dribs and drabs, they're meaningful. They're meaningful and they seem stable and secure, and they make it seem like at times that this connection is going to go places. But at the end of the day, this person is a selfish POS and they are only worried about themselves. So let's try to get some of your energy up in here, see what it is that's perhaps on your mind in regard to this connection. Perhaps the energy that you should be moving forward toward, and kind of just an outcome for this connection. We started off with the, this is very interesting, so I'm just going to stop for a second. So Ace of Pentacles came out. So Ace of Pentacles to me can mean a couple of different things. And a third thing that I just heard that I don't think is worth your while within this connection. So let me bring up the third thing first. Third thing that I heard first is that perhaps you are trying to specifically manifest this person. Do not do that. Do not try to specifically manifest this person. They're not worth your fucking time. Okay, I'm just going to be real with you. They're not worth your time. They're objectively, you might not see it at times because you might have the rose-colored glasses, so I'm just going to be real with you right now and say this person's a fucking asshole. So they're not worth your time. If you're trying to specifically manifest this person, they're not going to automatically turn into a gem once you have them, if your manifestations work. That was the third thing that I just heard, and I would not recommend doing that when it comes to this person. However, what I originally heard is that with this Ace of Pentacles, to me, this is a card of self-worth. Perhaps you have removed yourself from this connection because you realize that you're worth more than dealing with this a-hole. Perhaps you've begun to realize that this person is not giving you what it is that you want, need, deserve, and desire within a romantic connection. You're feeling, or you've stepped away and you've really taken some time to focus on self-care, on rebuilding and re-strengthening your self-worth. Okay? Now, the next card to jump out was Page of Swords. So I basically heard this message of it might have taken, this is what I heard, it may have taken you a while, but you know your worth now. And you know that you're worth a lot more than this scumlord energy from whoever this person is. Okay? It could very well even be an ex that was just all about themselves, that, maybe at times likes to dwindle back into your life. So, next card we have is Death in Reverse. Death in Reverse can indicate a fear of change. So, a fear of change and a delaying of the inevitability of this connection. So, I would say right then and there's already this issue, or there's so many issues. There's issues within communication. There's issues with this person, not doing or saying what they need to do or say, or saying things and not doing them. There's no follow through. This person is all me, 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 me. Could be like a tinge narcissistic. Even they're just very big on themselves. I personally would say that they are talking to other people, or through even, let's say this is an ex. Perhaps there was some type of betrayal within this connection. But these are also things that you would know about. I'm not telling you new information. I'm just telling you things that you would have already known. So if that doesn't resonate, then it's not meant for you. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. But that's basically what I'm picking up on. This person was promising, let's say, for a fleeting moment in time. So the Death card with the delaying the inevitability of message, that's, a direct message that comes from this card, to me is indicative of this relationship was never going to work out, or this connection was never going to work out. So any movement made forward toward this person is not going to result in the outcome that you would want. Okay, so the delaying the inevitability is basically that this connection, or the more that you try to poke and prod, let's say, this connection, the further this person is going to be moving away from you. Another message that comes with Death in Reverse is a fear of change. I feel like that might be significant just because this might have been somebody that you had really high hopes for. This could be someone that is just the friend that you've always had a crush on. This could be somebody that you were in a relationship with for a for a long amount of time. This is just somebody that you feel like you can't let go of, or that you have difficulty letting go of. So there is this fear. And the fear is, if it's not them, then who is it? And I feel like that's a significant message that's coming through, because this could have even been, we have the Three of Cups here, so this could have even been somebody that you were longtime friends with. This, to me, now I'm getting this vibe of, this was the person that you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with. Or this was somebody that you had such a strong connection with and such strong feelings for and about, but they have not lived up to that expectation. So there is this big fear that comes from, if I let go of this person, or if I'm no longer chasing this person, if this person's no longer in my life, then who the hell am I supposed to be with? Okay, we got Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is indicative of new love coming into your life. Ace of Cups is also indicative of self-love. And I would say, in regard to the manifestation message that I jumped on in the beginning of this, that the Ace of Cups is also indicating you manifesting love and self-love into your life, of you trying to cultivate healthy, loving, supportive, and manifest healthy, loving, supportive, fulfilling romantic relationships versus this specific scum lord into your life. So now, since this reading was a bit blunt, I'm going to move into general messages that you need to know, pile 3, about your love life, so that you can perhaps begin to release this person, so that you can perhaps begin to draw in this new love that is very obviously on its way to you. But this is somebody that you do not want to remain stuck on for very long. This is not somebody who you need necessarily in your life, and this is not really somebody that makes you feel loved, supported, and fulfilled. Okay, we start off, and I will show the cards. We start off with the 8 of Cups and the 4 of Swords in reverse. With that 8 of Cups, it can be a card that fears, it's a fear of abandonment. It can indicate codependency, and it can indicate incapability, I guess would be the word, incapability of letting go. I'm remembering this specifically. I'm pretty sure a direct message from that card can be clinginess. So to me, this is you clinging onto this person as though they're your end all be all. And you haven't even gotten started yet, baby. You haven't even gotten started yet in your love life. Let this person go. This person is not the one for you. And what's very exciting about finding out that somebody is not the one for you is the fact that now you get to move on, and there's all of these other options, and there's all of these other people that you can then begin to attract into your love life. People that are going to give you what you want, need, deserve, and desire within a romantic relationship. People that you will have a healthy, loving, stable, secure, fulfilling, healthy romantic relationship with. Okay, this is opening up your realm of possibility the more that you let this person go. We have the 4 of Swords in reverse. This to me is indicative of a significant time that should be spent on self-love and self-healing. Perhaps do a cord cutting ceremony, focus on meditative work, or book a Reiki session with someone, perhaps asking them to specifically focus on your heart chakra. There are tons of free meditations on YouTube for helping you to heal your heart chakra. Focus on letting go of this person. Focus on giving back to yourself and taking care of yourself. Okay, because there is some new energy coming into your love life. We have the Ace of Wands jumping out next. Okay, there's somebody new, but there's of course always that, I think it's even I'm going to call it an age-old saying of, you can't, the right person is not going to come through if the wrong one's still standing in the way. Either this person is still in your life, or energetically you still feel a tie or a connection to this person. Okay, but there's somebody new coming into your love life, but that new person is going to come in after you have spent some time focusing on yourself and on self-love and on nurturing yourself, and especially focusing on rebuilding self-worth. Okay, because we had the Queen of Pentacles jump out. We have the 10 of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles. The Empress made an appearance, but she jumped out with a ton of other cards, so I put her back into the deck. But she was the card that was on top of a stack of 4 or 5 cards. So we have, you need to let go of this person. You need to focus on self-healing, self-love, self-care. Focus on your heart chakra, getting it balanced. We have this new energy that wants to come into your love life. There is somebody new. There's somebody out there for you, but it is not this person that perhaps you were originally asking about. You need to focus on yourself, on self-care, self-worth, self-love. You need to focus on healing and on releasing. This person, I do feel, has put you through a significant amount of, dare I say, relationship trauma, whether you were in a relationship with them or not. And I feel like that's because this person has led you on. This person has positioned themselves in such a way that they've continued to throw you out the hook and they've got you on the line. Okay? That is just not a good place to be mentally or emotionally. It's not a good place to be stuck waiting around for someone. That leaves us stuck in this waiting energy. And as I always say, if you've gotten a reading from me, and I said it in another pile here today, that the more that you're stuck in that waiting energy, the larger of a disservice you are doing to yourself, because you are missing out on other meaningful connections in love and in life. So there is a need for you to, again, release this person so that you can begin to bring in what it is that is meant for you. Okay? A loving, long-term, lifetime, healthy, fulfilling romantic relationship. Somebody that you can grow with, somebody that you can build a life with, somebody whose core values are in alignment with yours, somebody who is willing to give you what it is that you want, need, deserve, and desire, and not just willing, but happy and pleased to do so. There's new love coming in. There's just a need for you to begin to remove yourself from this stuck or stagnant energy. We have the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands closing this out. And I feel like, and then we have the Four of Cups. Oh my goodness. So Four of Cups in reverse. So to me, Page of Cups and Page of Wands does indicate that I just get this like very almost like this hesitancy, or this like almost like a little kid that has to ask for permission. So I find that to be interesting, and that might be something that you need to work on, if that's as a result of this past relationship, where maybe you know, if especially if this was a relationship and you were with this person and then now the two of you are broken up type of thing, that might be something that you need to work through. Okay, that might be something like almost as though maybe that person was a little bit controlling over you. Like they could go out and they could do whatever the hell they wanted to do, but they were very controlling over you. If that resonates, then definitely heal, just because that was something kind of out there that I just heard. So Page of Cups, Page of Wands, to me, this is you stepping into that you also, though, stepping into this new energy. Okay, so this is taking place after a period of healing, but this Page of Cups to me is you putting yourself back out there, or wanting to put yourself back out there, especially when it comes to love. Page of Wands, putting yourself back out there. Perhaps trying to, ooh, what's the word? Like, to me, this is also bringing through, I feel like it's bringing through a couple of different things. You trying to not manifest a specific person, and especially not this specific person, but trying to will things into you. I also feel like pages at times, there is a little bit of action to them. There is a little bit of putting yourself out there, but there's also some getting stuff back, because they're typically looked at as messengers. So to me, like, I want to say things like online dating. I want to say things like perhaps a creative hobby or a creative outlet you have. Maybe that's going to be something that allows for you to meet this person when the time comes. Because I would recommend for pile 3, especially if the asking for permission, or especially if certain things here resonated, there is a need for you to release and expel this person from you, and begin to move on and move forward for yourself, feeling whole, fulfilled, and worthy all on your own, before trying to get into another relationship. So, but anyway, I feel like the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands, it's speaking of quick communication. So that to me does bring forth that online dating message, but I do feel like these are the two cards that are most, perhaps for their, what's it called? Oh my goodness, I forgot the word. But anyway, I feel like Page of Cups and Page of Wands are two very creative and passionate cards. So if there's a hobby or a creative outlet that you're very passionate about, that this may be an indication of a way that you would meet this person. If it's not through something such as online dating, it might be through something that you already do for fun, or you've been wanting to do for fun. Okay? And that brings me to the Four of Cups in reverse. The Four of Cups in reverse lately has been bringing me this energy of put yourself out there already. Okay, put yourself out there already. And I feel like that's especially significant for if you have already been putting in a lot of the self healing work, if you have already been trying to release this person, it's time for you to put yourself out there. Get yourself out there. Go on, go on the internet. Go on online dating. Go sign up for like a club or an event where there's this hobby or outlet that you participate in, and whatever it is that's within your comfort zone. Like you don't do online dating if you're not comfortable with online dating. Don't go run out and join a club, like a writer's club or a book club, if that's what your thing is, if that's not something that you're completely comfortable with. But at the same time, there's a need for you to begin to open up your heart to others and allow people in, and there's a need for you to get yourself out there. Okay? So I hope that made sense. I'm sorry that where we started this with your person was kind of rocky, but I hope that there were tidbits of information in this that you can take with you. So, pile 3, thank you so, so, so much for staying with me if you have made it this far. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you.